Welcome back to Stardew Valley. We've got episode 11 on tap for you. You saw in the bottom left there that our copper axe is ready for pickup. So that is one item on the to-do list today. It's a neutral luck day, so just bear that in mind as we go forward, I guess. Other things on today's agenda. Today is Shane's birthday. And Shane, like our last birthday gift recipient, Pam, is also a fan of alcohol. Now, Shane, on the other hand, is just a bitter person. He's depressed, and he's just not friendly. He wants to be left alone. And unfortunately, in my opinion, he is a danger to himself. So we're going to try and befriend him and hopefully give him more of a positive outlook on life. So we'll swing by Gus's place, get him a beer, and he will jump toward the top of our current list of friends. So that's on the to-do list. We're going to pick up the axe, so then ultimately we need to decide, actually, wanted to show you, our trees are starting to come along down there, or at least some of them are, so progress. But we need to kind of decide what we're going to do with the rest of our day today, because we can either go to the mines and try and collect some more iron ore, because we're going to need that for our next batch of upgrades, or we can chop a bunch of wood. And I'm actually kind of leaning towards just chopping a bunch of wood and enjoying the new upgrade, because I want to see if this thing can cut the stumps around our farm. I don't think it can cut the logs, like the one there by the pond or the one by the Forbidden Forest, but I think it can cut the stumps. So that's something that we're probably going to do. We've got some stuff to drop off. We got the jade we can take to the museum. We got a bunch of geodes to bust open. So we'll look up here and see if there's any forageables, and there are not. So off we go into Pelican Town. And there's old Harvey. How you doing there, Doc? Not sure where he's going, but where are we going? I think we're going straight to Clint's to make sure that we get our pickaxe, or our axe. There's an artifact wormy. Give me something good. A book. Who buries a book in the ground? Like, who does that? Sometimes I wonder how I ever ended up in this town. Well, they probably needed a blacksmith. And since you've told us the story about you being a blacksmith and your daddy being a blacksmith and his daddy being a blacksmith, kind of runs in the family there, boss. But anyway, we're getting some good, we got a couple things there that we can turn into the museum, so that's good. And then I think the stuff that you already have that you have already donated to the museum, you can sell back to him, like that, but we want to donate that. But we can sell him this slate, for example. So that's it. Alright, we're at 1850 in gold. We need to be in the neighborhood of 5 grand or better by the end of today, so that we could possibly think about upgrading our pickaxe or our axe. We will probably actually upgrade our axe again next, because when we do our next upgrade, it's going to use up most of our silver. So we got a couple rewards there. We got a little drum block and then a painting of the Starry Starry Night. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, when we upgrade our next tool, it's going to be using up our iron bars and a lot of our iron ore, period. So what we might need to then do is go get more iron for our next upgrade, and we can't do that if our pickaxe is being upgraded. So we'll probably upgrade the axe again next, then collect some more iron ore while it's being upgraded, then go to, um, you know, craft a bunch of iron ore. Yeah, see, we can chop this wood, so that's good. So we can craft some iron bars while our axe is being upgraded, and then as soon as it's done, we upgrade the pickaxe. And once you have those two done, basically you can clear out your entire farm, which is awesome. You can also get into the hidden forest, and there's some forageable stuff in there for one thing. It'd be nice to get in there before the end of spring. That's the drum block. But now I gotta move it so that I can put my carpet back down. Pick it up. Oh, get your pickaxe out and pick it up. There you go. Now put the doormat down. And now the drum block. Yeah, so that's all it does. Not super exciting. We're going to move some paintings around here, and eventually we're going to run out of space for decorations that we get. And that's one reason why we'll need to expand our homestead, because we want to decorate a little bit. At least show off the stuff that we've won or earned. I'm not going to go buying decorations typically, but yeah, so you saw there I couldn't bust open that log. So what am I doing here? Oh, there are some weeds or some grass over here by this one little tree sapling, so I'm trying to cut it without cutting the sapling. And there you go. Because if that grass is there, or if there's weeds next to it, it won't grow. So we wanted to do that. And you see we've got two of the trees that are, you know, progressed pretty well. A couple others that are slowly coming along, but several that are still just seeds in the ground. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, they grow totally at random. Each day, they have a certain % chance of moving to the next level. So, they will all come along. Then, hopefully by that time, we'll have enough copper bars smelted to craft, and wood cut to craft tappers, because I think those are the two ingredients for those. We could hypothetically put tappers in the trees that are around town, because you can tap those. But I'm not that anxious to get the pine tar and stuff just yet. But we're working on it. You know, we're making pretty good progress. It's the 20th day of the first season of the first year. We've already got a couple of upgrades done. We got a bunch of strawberries that are about to harvest. And when that happens, it should be like a $10,000 day. And that will get us rolling. So, you know, that money will be spent on more upgrades. What else will we spend some of that on? I don't want to spend all of my money because I want to have a bunch saved up for summer. So one of these days I'm going to have to actually sit down and do some math and some planning on what I want to buy to start the summer, so that I know exactly how much money I need to have saved for the first day of summer. So I can go to Pierre's, buy all the stuff I want, and plan it. The good thing is, with the fruit bats, did I do that yet? I did not do that. But when I do the fruit bats, I won't have to buy the fruit trees. And usually, one of the things that I would end up having to spend money on in the first season was some fruit trees, so that I could get fruit from the summer trees in summer. So you'd have to plant them in spring so that they would grow enough to give you a harvest. They take an entire season. So not having to spend that money is going to be kind of nice, because we can put it towards other stuff. So I actually wanted to point something out here. So you notice when I'm chopping down trees over here, I'm working my way from the bottom of the map to the top. And the reason that's kind of helpful is when you're working from the top down, a lot of times the trees block your view. So if you start at the bottom and cut them down, they're out of the way as you move up. So just a little tidbit to maybe keep in mind in the future. It's not a huge deal because you can see through them as you stand on the other side of them, but it's sometimes just kind of hard to tell what you're looking at. So, alright, it's pushing 5 o'clock. We're low on energy anyway, and at this point, while I was playing, I still had not remembered that I need to go give Shane his birthday beer. So I'm eating all these salmon berries. I really wish I would have stopped, because now I end up eating enough salmon berries basically to fill up my energy. and then I gotta use it to cut down a bunch of trees. So the good news is we're gonna have a whole bunch of trees when we're done with this, or a whole bunch of wood, but it's gonna take a while. And you know what that means. We are at the point in the day where I am out of stuff to say. And so, it is time for the fun fact of the day. And today's fun fact is Mr. Theodore Roosevelt had a pet hyena. Its name was Bill, and it was a gift to him from an Ethiopian emperor, not to be confused with a Nigerian prince. An Ethiopian emperor gave Theodore Roosevelt a hyena as a gift. So, there you go. He also actually had several other interesting pets, including a one-legged rooster, a badger, a pony, which is not really all that exciting, and a small bear. And the notes that I see on this factoid do say small bear, so I don't know if that means that when the bear got larger, he got rid of it, or what. But anyway, that fun fact of the day took up all of the time that we had to spend cutting down those trees. So you're welcome for that little distraction there. So now I remembered, oh crap, it's 7:30. We gotta go give Shane his beer. So that's where we're going here. We're mostly out of energy now, so we won't do a whole lot more work once we get back, other than maybe just a little bit more chopping wood. But anyway, say hello to some folks. There's Shane. Why are you bothering me? I want to be alone. Alright, Shane, it's really sad to see somebody like in that attitude on the day of their birth. He makes another trip around the sun. It's a joyful moment, and Shane's just hanging out by the fireplace by himself, just turning up beers. So we're going to spend $400 on a beer, and if I'm going to spend that kind of money, you had better become my friend. And he did. He's happy. And now, there he is. He's up in the top 3 on our friends list. So that was worth it, I guess. And maybe that, I don't remember exactly what that means in terms of his behavior towards you in the future, when you chit-chat with him, but hopefully he's a little bit more open with us. And I decided to come down here to the forest to forage, perhaps on the way home, and wouldn't you know it, there's a cutscene. And it's Shane. And this is yet again another sad, sad episode. Now, he gives me a beer. That's cool. But it's just kind of this awkward silence, and he's all down on himself. Ugh. Life. I mean, look at this man. He just always feels like he's going to fail at everything, and he's just stuck in a rut that he's never going to dig himself out of. And that's... It's a sad, sad thing to see somebody like that, and Evan is just like, I don't know what to say, so I'm just going to drink this beer. And he gets energy from that, so I don't know if that was like a vodka and Red Bull or what, but good for you. Now, I find it extremely awkward that he doesn't say anything to Shane in response to his, like, he is reaching out. It's a cry for help. And Evan's just like, I'm just going to drink this and head on back. So, thanks, bro. Happy birthday. You see up by the clock there's a little icon that indicates that I've got like super strength for a certain period of time. I can't, or maybe that I'm drunk. I don't know. But like when you drink coffee, that you get an indicator up there that's basically saying you run faster. But anyway, I don't know exactly what they mean. I don't remember. But we're gonna burn some energy here. Something is going on with my headset, and it's like crackling on me. So I hope that doesn't translate into the recording, but it probably will. So, and you might be hearing my dogs barking as well. But I'm trying to think what we've got on the agenda for tomorrow now. Tomorrow is going to be Sunday, so we'll go to the traveling cart. If we get enough, if we get our strawberries tomorrow, we'll have a bunch of cash, and we'll have enough money to do an upgrade. But the problem is, I think we only have like 1 or 2 iron bars, which means we're going to need to take time to smelt a bunch more, or smelt 3 more at least. And I don't know if we'll have time to then get to Clint's to drop it off. So what we might end up doing is just, you know, get up to the mines, smelt as much as we can. We might even try and craft another furnace, which costs us stone and copper, which we don't need a ton of copper at this very moment. We'll need a bunch when we start trying to craft our tappers for our tree empire, because we'll have at one point when we're done, we'll have 30 trees over there, so we'll need 30 tappers, and I think they take 2. Oh, math is going to get hard here. So 30 tappers, I think they take 2 copper bars, and each copper bar is 5 copper ore. So 2 times 5 is 10 times 30. 300 copper ore is what it's going to take to complete that task. And I know we don't have that much copper ore laying about. So if we use some for the furnace, we'll have to then go to the copper levels and get some more. But that is the end of day 1 of this episode. And we have leveled up our foraging to level 5. So we can either get trees to drop 25% more wood, or get double the harvest when we foraged goods. And that's what we're going to do. Because money is going to be more important than some extra wood when we cut trees. Because, you know, before long, we're going to have a wicked awesome axe. It's going to be gold, and then eventually iridium. So collecting wood is going to take like 3 swings to take down a tree. That's not that big of a deal. We got the Queen of Sauce, so now we know how to make radish salad. And since we befriended Shane, we're going to check the mail here, and bam, he gives us a recipe. We also have strawberries, so it's going to be a big, busy day here. So we'll grab all of these, and then we will water, and then what else? I wonder if our rice is ready. I think it is, if I remember correctly. And look, we got 14 gold strawberries and 18 silver. So that's the value of putting down the quality fertilizer to help, or the fertilizer, not quality fertilizer, but it increases the likelihood of getting more valuable crops. So that paid dividends, and all it cost me was a bunch of sap. So anyway, that's going to be a pretty good amount of cash. And we'll keep one regular strawberry and one gold strawberry. The gold one will be for the community potluck. And there you see our rice is ready. So we'll grab that. Not worth a whole lot of money, but every little bit helps. I can't remember how much strawberries sell for, but with 50 of them, and some of them being, you know, the gold quality, I'll bet you we're going to pull in close to 10 G's here. So that'll be sweet. That will get us over the 25k threshold that you gotta exceed to get Demetrius to come to your home and set up the bat cave or mushroom cave. I am kind of digging the idea of calling it the bat cave because I've never had one before, so that's cool. You could call it the fruit cave, but that's nowhere near as cool as calling it the bat cave, let's be honest. Alright, we are going to plant the rice shoots, and I should have left the watering can there. There you go. Drop it off. Don't need the axe. I probably should have brought the axe in case I would end up with enough iron bars in time to go upgrade it. But anyway, so we're taking our other crops and such to Pierre's. We'll sell them there so that we get an instant cash instead of having to wait till tomorrow. And then the plan is going to be to go to the mines. I hate the mines, y'all. I just, without a good sword, they are just the worst. You get these levels where it's like fighting, it's like you're the Minutemen and you're up against the British Army. Because, well, maybe not so much. Maybe it's like, anyway, you're outnumbered and it sucks. And you don't have real good weapons to take them down. So, ooh, here's a better analogy. It's like you're a grown adult being attacked by a bunch of small people. You can knock them out eventually, but, you know, it's going to take a lot of effort on your part. They can't really do much damage to you. But, anyway. So we're at close to 10,000. I kind of thought we would get more out of that, but not bad. So there's nothing else really from here that I need to buy this season. Next year, we'll buy a little bit of, you know, more variety from Pierre when I can afford to. And we'll buy that backpack upgrade eventually too. Don't need it yet, but it'll be nice when we have it. So where am I going here? What am I doing? What was my plan here? Oh, is today... Okay, today's traveling cart day. That's right. So, we're gonna collect a couple of horseradishes on the way, and there's a gold one there, and you see we got 2 out of that. So, that has to do with the perk that I selected at the end of the last day. There's a coconut, which is a favorite gift of Haley's, but we're not going to buy it. We are going to buy the rare seed. So we're starting to collect a little stash of those now. I think that's the 3rd one we've bought. By the time we get to fall, I want to have at least 9 so that I've got... Actually, by that time... Wait, here we go. So we came back to the farm, and here's the cutscene where Evan asks us about, or Demetrius asks us, he asks Evan about the cave situation. So he's going to set up a cave to attract some local species, and then he's going to observe them, do his little experiment thing, and I can have their whatever they produce. So you can choose between the bats that sometimes will drop fruit, or just mushroom stash. So we're going fruit, y'all. And he gets that set up in the little cave up there to the top side of the farm. So we'll have to remember to start going in there on a regular basis to check for those, because it can be real easy when you've gone, like, you know, we're 3 weeks into the game, we haven't had to do that yet as part of our normal routine. So it's real easy for, like, you forget that you even had that, and you go like a week and a half, and it's like, oh crap, I forgot to check on the mushrooms, and you go in there and they've just been sitting there forever or whatever. So not that it's like a huge loss, you know, it's a decent supply of steady cash, but it's not anything outrageous. Alright, so now we're ready to roll. I'll show you what the cave looks like before he does anything to it. Nothing special, just an empty cave. So, if you blinked, you missed it. Alright, now we're going mining. And I really wish I had another fun fact for you. And I probably do. But we already used our fun fact of the day. We're not going to have a dual fun fact of the day situation. But what can we talk about? I tell you what, there's got to be something running in the background on my computer right now. I'm doing the commentary and watching the video, obviously, of the gameplay, and it is like super choppy. So I really hope that that's not how it turns out with the final rendition. I don't think it will be. But we will find out the hard way. If it is choppy, tough, because I am not doing this again. And that's just the way it's going to be. It wasn't like this when I was playing. So, these ghosts are kind of pesky, especially with a junky sword, because they take a bunch of hits, they move real slow, and they recoil when you hit them. So they take a while to kill, but they are a source of solar essence, which which is one of the things you need for a community center bundle. And there, sometimes when you hit those little icy shard things, they drop crystal quartz. It's rare, but it happens every now and then. And I'm trying to find my sword. There it is. Stupid ghost won't die. Okay, let's just kill him. Come on, buddy. You gotta die. Holy smokes. And I do all that, and then I just leave him. I let him live. I probably would have had to hit him one more time. But I got impatient. And there you have it. So, what do I need to do here? Could have just jumped down that ladder, but on these levels, if you go to the end, there's a thing of coal just sitting there waiting for you. At least the first time you play the level. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna kill these little guys for their hopefully coal drop, and then we will head down the ladder. I swear somewhere during this recording session I killed a ghost. Oh, this level. I hate this level, y'all. Because these varmints are about to go West Point on me. I get attacked from all sides by the slimes. And as you will see, I go on to struggle to dispatch them. Like, I ran right into the middle of the fire there. Like, what was I thinking? I could have just gone north, gotten away from all this stuff, and hit some rocks and hopefully got the ladder. Instead, I'm like, no, I'm going to take on 5 slimes and a ghost. And now my health bar is rapidly depleting to where it's like, run away! And then I'm slowed down and I'm trying to run and I'm trying to find food and I am all flustered. And now I'm like stuck in the middle of a slime getting hit as I'm eating. And salmon berries, while they do give you a fair amount of energy, they don't give you a ton of health. So here I am, I'm stuffing salmon berries down my throat. And now my energy's like full. And my health bar is still way down low. But now I've kind of given myself a better fighting position. And now we're slowly taking them out. So we're getting to where we're in better shape. But I just suck at fighting, y'all. This is not the strength of my game. And I don't know what it is, to be honest. But anyway. Come on! There, that ghost right there gave me that solar essence drop. So now, the one community center bundle is the boiler room is one solar essence, one void essence. You only need 2 of these 4. So those were the first 2 that I just mentioned. And then you can also do, I think it's 10 bat wings or 99 slimes. So, oh, I gotta run here because when it gets foggy like that, that means that you're about to get attacked by bats, and I cannot afford that right now. Oh, come on, get out of here! Oh, I gotta eat. That was really close. And see, I have full energy. Completely full energy right now, y'all. Because I suck so bad at fighting that I had to do that just to stay alive. But anyway, give me 1 second here. So I was getting an interruption there that I had to deal with. Sorry. So we're going to smelt some iron bars. We just put one in there. There's 2 already in my chest. So that one that's in there would give me 3. I'll need 2 more. So I grab 10 iron ore. I leave myself 2 coal. And then I was thinking, wait a minute, I can craft another furnace, right? Nope, because I don't have enough stone. So what we decided to do is head on down into the mines again, but to some easier levels, just looking for some stone. So we'll craft another furnace, and then we can get 2 iron bars smelting at once. So what I'm looking for here is the gray stones, because they take less hits, which is stupid because I have a full bar of energy. And then I kind of realize it, and it's just like, oh, just hit rocks. Let's get this done. You know, I shouldn't have too much trouble avoiding the monsters on these levels. So, and then sure enough, I hit the area that's like overrun with monsters. So I gotta go back out, come back down, and start over. So, anyway. I'm not even going to deal with that monster. Like, I don't want anything to do with him. I just want stone, and I will even avoid you in exchange for safety, or in exchange for the stone. I'll leave the stone. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to go down again here. How many do I have down there? 20-something. I think it's 25 you need for a furnace. So we're getting there. And now we're going to run. Run away. Run away. I forgot my sword. I didn't even bring my sword. Like a complete moron. Because, you know, that's not important. So anyway, now we craft a furnace. So we've got 2 furnaces that we can smelt with here next to the mines. Or next to the elevator in the mines. We got 2 going. We just need to kill some time here. And this is where I thought, hey, wait a second. Can't you sell the slingshot at the Adventurers Guild? So, here we go. we're going to run over here, and we will get disappointed to find out that you cannot sell the slingshot. You can sell other weapons, I feel like, but for whatever reason that one doesn't count. There you see we only need a few more cave insects for some sort of prize. So there's some stuff there that they would buy, like the bat wings, the solar essence, some slime, but they would not buy my slingshot. So back to the mines. We got one iron bar there, ready to go. And now we're done with that. So there's 2 smelting. We've got 3 in our inventory. And I'm like, what else can I do to kill time while my iron bar smelts? And so we go running over here, and there's nothing. But over to the side there, you can see that's the little rock quarry starting to get full of stuff. And by the time you can actually get to it, that thing is like jam-packed with rocks and ore and all kinds of stuff. And what you can do over there actually that can be fairly lucrative is plant a bunch of trees. And then, put tappers in them and then harvest those, because it's a pretty big open space, and you can just put that stuff there because you don't really have to tend to it. Then you just hop in there every once in a while, get all your goods out of the tappers, and head on home. We might do that later in the series, but I don't go up that way very often, to be honest. You can get there with the mine carts once they're open, and well, I don't know if you can get there immediately upon having access to the mine carts. I think you have to unlock the quarry, which happens... I can't remember what unlocks it. It might be something to do with one of the community center rooms or bundles, but anyway. Let's head on home now. We got our iron bars. And it's almost 11. We still have a ton of energy because we can't... we are not very crafty with a sword. So, like, if we lived in the days of, like, knights, we would have been dead the first time we got in a fight. So, in real life, despite having never, done any kind of sword fighting, would probably be better than this dude is, even though he's just a video game character and has, like, limitless energy when it comes to swinging a sword. He's still just awful. So we're just burning through some energy, and then on deck for the next episode is definitely going to be upgrading the axe, and then unfortunately probably some more mining, although within reason. Like, I'm not spending 10 hours in there. I'm just over it. As much as we need the ore for like sprinklers and stuff, I forgot we're going to need a bunch of ore. I talked about how much we're going to need just for the tappers for the trees. We're going to need a bunch for quality sprinklers. So, oh man, I don't look forward to that. In fact, I almost wonder if I can just save up enough cash to just buy all the ore from Clint, because it's not super I mean, it is kind of expensive. We won't do that. Anyway, y'all, we are coming up on the end of the episode, and I will go ahead and tell you now, whenever we go to bed, we get another upgrade option, or profession. We hit level 5 on our farming skill, and you get 2 choices when you level up to level 5 and level 10 respectively. And then in this one you can choose between a rancher and a tiller. The rancher gives you perks that funnel you more towards animal husbandry. So you're going to be doing, if you're going to be doing lots of coops and barns and animal stuff, that's a good one. If you're going to spend a lot of effort and resources on farming, then the tiller is the better of the two, hypothetically. I ultimately end up choosing tiller because you get more cash for your crops, and then I think they grow faster or something like that. Um, so anyway, our level 4 there, we got watering can proficiency, hoe proficiency, a preserves jar, which we'll use at some point, and then here, crops are actually worth 10% more, and then I think the level 10 perk is that you can choose that they either grow faster or something else, I can't remember. But that is going to do it for this episode, y'all. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below, and we will see you all next time.